Yo, what's up guys, it's your boy Annie with What If Naruto Was a Saiyan and Neglected Part 7. So guys, where we last left off was at Naruto finding out about Hanabi cheating on him with member Sasuke Kiba Neji. We then saw Naruto fight Beerus as the Super Saiyan God instead of Goku. So let's get started. Well, seems like I have no power left to destroy the earth. I'll come back another time, Whis. Let's go, Beerus says. Of course, Lord Beerus. And Naruto, I'll be happy to train you and the other Saiyans, which include Goku, Vegeta, Gohan. And Naruto, do you accept my offer? And what about you? Whis asked Naruto and the other Saiyans. I accept, Goku says, wanting to get as strong as his brother. I will let Kakarot or his brother surpass me. I'm Vegeta, the Prince of all Saiyans, Vegeta says. I will train. I realize that I'm weak and I need to get stronger, Gohan says. Naruto then comes up and says, I'll accept as long as you train Suki, Rose, and Yariko. I need to know they can protect themselves, Naruto says. Very well, I could do that. And I will come to pick you up in about a month, Whis says as he and Beerus vanished in light. We now see Naruto, Yariko, Suki and Rose introducing themselves to the Z fighters. So you're Goku's brother, like actual living brother, Krillin says. Yeah, and by the way Kakarot, what happened to Raditz? Did he ever come for you? Naruto asked. Goku then went on to explain how Raditz kidnapped Gohan and was put down by him and Piccolo. Naruto looked at Goku disappointed. Kakarot, you idiot. Do you know that our parents risked their lives to save us? They risked their lives so that they could send us to a nice planet so that we can have a nice future and survive that tyrant Frieza. I can understand why you put down Raditz, but you should have at least tried to get to know his side. It was clear that he was forced to retrieve you by any means necessary. Isn't that right, Prince Vegeta? Naruto says, narrowing his eyes at Vegeta. Yes it is, Kakarot. I ordered him to have you return no matter what by any means necessary, or I would kill him, Vegeta said. So Kakarot, I think you should forgive Raditz. I mean, he was threatened by Vegeta, so it's not his fault, Naruto says, trying to repair his family. Well, I guess I can. I mean, Raditz is a Saiyan and he surely has gotten stronger. Then I could fight him one-on-one and I can have someone to fight because Vegeta's not always free, Goku says. We now see Goten come up to Naruto. You're my uncle, Goten says. Naruto then picks up Goten and smiles and says, yes, I am. And it's clear you're a strong warrior. I mean, you have a higher power level than me when I was your age, and also Goku. Gohan Videl also came up to Naruto. Hi, I'm Gohan. I'm your nephew, your oldest nephew, and this is my wife Videl. My nephew, you're as strong as well, and you also have a beautiful wife. You have done us proud, Naruto says with pride. The others then come to introduce themselves, so I suppose I should introduce myself. Well, my name is Naruto Saiyan. I'm a Saiyan raised on planet Elam. I'm 13 years old and these three beauties are my girlfriends, Yariko, Suki and Rose, Naruto says. Hi, I'm Yariko, Yariko says. I'm Suki, Suki says. Rose senju, Rose says. So what's the celebration all about, Naruto asks. Well, it's my wife's birthday, Vegeta says. Ah, so it's Princess Bulma's birthday, Naruto says. Princess, Bulma asks, confused. You're married to Prince Vegeta, aren't you? That makes you the princess of all Saiyans, Naruto says. We now skip a few days. Over the few days, Naruto has bonded with his nephew and brother and his sister-in-law. Right now we see Yariko and Naruto making out while Suki and Rose were kissing each other and kissing Naruto's abs. Naruto yelled Chi-Chi. Naruto and his girlfriends come into the living room where Chi-Chi was. What's up, sister-in-law? Naruto asks. Well, Goku is going to take you and your mates to get some clothes. You can't be wearing that same armor all the time. And plus you stink. The armor stinks. And you can't wear armor every day of your life, Chi-Chi says. Very well, Naruto says, scared as he was going to go through hell. He's been shopping with Yariko and them once and let's just say he was scarred. Alright, follow me, Goku says as he flew off to West City. We now see Naruto, Suki, Rose and Yariko all looking around in amazement of the city. They all had one thought in mind. Elam was primitive compared to Earth. Wow, so this is how the Earthlings live. It's so futuristic. This is so much more better than our planet Elam. Naruto, how long do you think it'll be till Elam becomes this advanced? Yariko asks, cutely looking around. Yariko-chan, truth is, Elam would never achieve this. They can't even achieve peace. So if there was a small piece of tech like a phone even created, there'll be wars just for that piece of tech. Elam is screwed, Naruto says with disgust for Elam, thinking about how when he has children he's gonna move to this planet. Yariko-chan, Naruto speaks the truth, Suki says. Yeah, it's the truth, so Rose says. Yariko got sad. She wanted to believe that Elam could be fixed and that there was hope in humanity. But after Hanabi cheated on Naruto, she couldn't trust the people of Elam, and she had a deep hatred for Hanabi who had hurt her Naruto-kun. To her, only Naruto-kun, Suki-chan and Rose-chan were trustworthy. As they were all walking, they saw humans were pointing and staring at them. Look at those weirdos. The male one's wearing some sort of weird armor. I bet you he thinks he looks good or something like that. Look at that pale skin girl. She thinks she's a goddess wearing those goddess clothes, but she's actually just a normal human. Wait, are those horns? Another one asked. Look at the blonde girl. She's got some huge tits. I wouldn't mind touching them. The raven girl looks so good with those revealing clothes, another one says. Those were the comments that were heard. Naruto gets angry and he points his hands at the people as he charges up at energy balls, and he says, we're only 13, you weirdos, and if you're gonna point and stare, I'll give you something to point and stare. As Naruto is about to fire the blast, but Goku however gets in his way and calms down Naruto. No brother, we don't do this around here. This is Earth, not planet Elam. Over here you don't just kill people for randomly being judgmental towards you. Naruto pouts as he says fine, as they finally arrive to their destination. They were at a clothes shop. Okay, go and get whatever you want. My friend Hercule Satan will pay for it, Goku says, as they go and get some clothes. Yariko, Suki and Rose all run off to get some clothes, while Naruto walks to the male section and asks the customer service for what's the best of the best that money can buy. Yariko, Suki and Rose all come out dressed in those collarless, sleeveless dresses here. Naruto then walks out all dripped out, as people are staring at the drip Naruto possesses. What do you think, brother? Naruto asks, as Goku was lost for words. I'm so proud of you, brother. You've ascended to Ultra Drip Stink, Goku says. We now see Naruto in front of the Dragon Balls. He then summons Shenron, and he has Almighty Dragon Shenron.
Rise, Shenron, and grant my wish. I am the eternal dragon, Shenron. Speak your wish so that I may return to my slumber. Shenron, my first wish is to bring back Raditz. Very well, your wish has been granted. Now Shenron, for my second wish, I wish to know everything in this universe from the beginning of time, from every technique to everything that has happened, from all the history of every single planet. Very well, your wish has been granted. I shall give you all the knowledge I possess. For my final wish, tell me, can you bring back Bardock and Gine? I'm sorry, that cannot be done as they have died on a different planet. If they were dead on this planet, I could have done it just like I did for your brother. However, since they died on a different planet, it is impossible. However, there are other Dragon Balls that may be able to do this, such as the Super Dragon Balls, maybe the Namekian Dragon Balls can, and then there's a new Dragon Ball set that have been recently discovered, but I cannot tell you if they can do that because I do not know the limits of those Dragon Balls. I have granted your wishes and now I shall take my leave.
Kakarot, is that you? No, it can't be. Father? No, you're too young. Naruto, is that you? Raditz asks. Yeah, big brother, it's me, Naruto, Naruto says, as he pulls Raditz into a hug. Raditz, being the tsundere he is, pushes him off. How am I alive? I was killed by Kakarot and that green man, because I was forced to bring him back to Prince Vegeta, Raditz says as Naruto explains everything that happens to him and Goku. So Raditz, what do you say? Will you forgive Kakarot and become family again? Or are you going to let these misunderstandings destroy our family? Because one day, I will revive mom and dad, and on that day, they will be disappointed if you and Kakarot are not brothers. Naruto says, yes, I will give them a chance. Hopefully they will give me a chance, Raditz says. I already talked to them and they will, Naruto says. By the way, Raditz, how do you have such a high power level? I was told that you only had a power level of 1500, Naruto says. Well, in hell, I had to be constantly fighting and surviving. I kept on getting Zenkai boosts, as well as training without the need to sleep or eat. Naruto and Raditz then fly to Goku's house where Goku and Raditz took it out with each other. Gohan also forgave Raditz, as Yariko, Rose, Suki all met Raditz. That's my littlest brother, getting all the girls, Raditz says. Who are you to call me small? Definitely not me, cause my power level is higher than yours, and it's bigger than your future, Naruto says, as everybody started laughing at Naruto's jokes. They knew that Naruto was insecure about his height right now. Naruto and his harem, Raditz, Goku and Gohan, and Vegeta all entered the hyperbolic time chamber for some training, where Naruto basically learnt martial arts from both Goku and Vegeta, so that he can actually have a good decent fighting style. The hyperbolic time chamber, by the way, was upgraded so it can handle more than 2 people, and it can be used for a month. We now skip a few weeks, which the people I mentioned before have just been in the hyperbolic time chamber training. We now see the Z fighters all standing before Whis. So we have another Saiyan now. I see, I will train you as well. So Naruto and the rest of you, are you ready to train on Lord Beerus's planet? As all the Saiyans agreed. Piccolo also asked Whis, and Whis accepted training Piccolo as well. We now see everyone doing the God Key training that Goku and Vegeta normally did in canon, but they are joined by the others. The training pairs were Goku and Vegeta, Naruto and Raditz, Gohan and Piccolo. While they were training, Whis was teaching Yariko on how to use her full Otsutsuki power, like her Otsutsuki chakra, her bloodlines. Whis had also told Rose that she had the word release and unlocked it for her. Whis had also evolved Suki's eyes through the internal Mangaku Sharingan. However, that was not all that happened. Yariko was visited by her mother Kaguya, who in her mindscape unlocked her full power and trained her. Yariko now had the Tensei Gun and the Rinne Sharingan. Suki and Rose both met the Sage of Six Paths, who gave Suki the Tomei Rinnegan Sasuke got in canon, and Rose the Six Paths mode that Naruto got in canon. Naruto by this time can fully turn into Super Saiyan God at will, and was close to mastering Super Saiyan Blue. Raditz training with Naruto, who already had God Ki, had mastered God Ki nearly, just by feeding God Ki up front, just like how Goku managed to boost up his power by just feeling God Ki when he did the Super Saiyan God ritual. Goku and Vegeta, however, was unexpected. They unlocked God Ki easily and were trying to attain Super Saiyan Blue with Naruto. Gohan and Piccolo were the worst of the bunch. They struggled. Gohan struggled because he hadn't fought in years and was really rusty, and Piccolo because Namekians aren't as good as Saiyans when it comes to adapting and overcoming. However, in the end, all the Saiyans and Piccolo unlocked God Ki, and most of them were close to having Super Saiyan Blue. We now go to outer space. We see a ship heading towards planet Earth. We see it dispatch some low-level soldiers who break into Capsule and take the Dragon Balls. They then ask Shenron to revive Frieza, however that was impossible, so like in canon, they revive the body and then use the healing chamber to revive Frieza. But guys, that's all for today. Peace.